welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we are back on Hutan Pantai. We are headed, well, we've headed down to the shop because we need to deal with a bit of a problem on the farm. I turned on occasional ploughing and yeah, we need to plough all of our fields. All 4 of our fields need doing. So I think we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I was going to originally do the just do some cultivating, and we were looking at disc harrows for this. So it's going to be about 9,000 for a disc harrow. Instead, we're going to look at a subsoiler, and we're going to go with this one here. Everything else requires too much horsepower. So it's going to have to be this. It's only 2 meters, but it should go behind our little tractor quite well. So let's buy that. Yes, okay. Which was kind of what we were expecting to do. And then we can grab this. So this basically will be what we do our fields with. And I think it'll do us quite well. Again, we're fairly small equipment at the moment. We've only got about 100 horsepower in this tractor. And in fact, you can see we're wheeling a bit now as well. So we can't really put any weights on the front of this, but we seem to be all right. We should get back to the farm, I think, without too much hassle. Cars are going past us, though. It is brightening up a bit. It's a very bright rain cloud that we have over us at the moment. Just look at this mist hanging around in the bottom of this basin. Wow. This map actually is pretty spectacular, how the weather works on it. I really quite like it from that point of view. It's quite a beautiful one, and as we're going through the fog and the mist, sort of disappearing into it is quite cool as well. This should sort us out, this piece of kit. Up and to that field there. So I'm of 2 minds about what to do with our fields. We need to put some animals in somewhere, I think. We need to put in another greenhouse somewhere. I need to maximize how much money we're making. Lots of people with good suggestions last time of where we can get water and how to do that. If I can get these fields flooded, I know that we can get water from these fields. So that would be good as well. Let's get onto the field. This does not look that small compared to this tractor, which is quite nice. Let's switch from the AI worker. We want to go to steering assist. Okay. Start off, and away we go. Yep, we'll get this done. Gonna work my way across, and probably shouldn't be starting on the headlands. So I might switch and work into the field. Let's bring this around here. Well, there's a very thin slither here of a line. So there's a fair amount of overlap there. I'll leave that, and we'll start off on this line here then. So line ourselves up, down we go, and away we go. This is doing a grand job. Not taking me too long to get the main body of this field done. Actually been pretty good, pretty easy to get done. And in fact, I think I may have hit one of the headlands there. So we're gonna start working our way out now, and I'm going to start myself down here because I want to be starting each row here, having done that first headland stretch there. That will also finish me in the bottom corner over there, which will be really good, and get me in the right place. Press this up, and yeah, as I feared, I have done one of the headland bits here. So we're just gonna drive down to the other end of the field and skip that one like so, and then go and grab this headland here. Make sure we stay on track, and yeah, this is going well. It is pulling up a bit of stone. We have got some stones on the field, and we don't roll in the we don't roll in the rice at all. So we're gonna have to get this field rolled before we flood it to plant it, which is fine. We can do that over the winter, but of course that does mean picking up a roller, which is a little bit annoying, and I'm not sure this is going to be our best piece of kit to use every year. That's the case, because we don't really want to be dragging up more and more stones every year. On the last headland of the field here, we've got one more bit to do next to the pump, but that's gone quite smoothly considering we started at about 8:05 and it's 9:30. We've cleared through this first field, 2 more to do. We've got our first set of saplings out, which is brilliant, and I'm expecting today that we might have our first rice cakes out, which would be fantastic. We want those to start appearing as quickly as possible, so that we can make some money. We need to earn the money for those. We need to generate enough saplings from here before we are before we need to plant, and we're going to need a lot of rice saplings from there. We need to start producing rice cakes from here, which is perfect. There's our first one of those. And down here somewhere we should start producing mushrooms. I don't know. Mushrooms come out here. And this not on. No, we don't have our mushrooms on. We want to activate these now that we've got water in here, and start producing some mushrooms as well. There we go. Lots of mushrooms. I'm glad I came over here and checked on that. That would have been bad. We've pulled the water in there. We just need to make it pay. I'm really enjoying this little Izeki tractor. It's one that was available in FS22 and I never really used. And FS25 having an E-station based map and having this in there as really part of a theme this time has brought it in quite nicely. I'm really quite happy with this tractor. As I said, I think the next tractor I want to try and get up to is a Kubota on here. Very much keep that E-station theme going and keep those tractors coming in, and especially as we get onto bigger fields and stuff like that, I think we're going to want to. Interestingly, it's going to be quite a while, I think, for that. Whether we get onto that in this series or not, I don't know. I just really want to make the rice pay exist initially. We need to get up to that 500,000 is what we're trying to do this series. And we're not doing too bad. We're keeping our head above water at the moment. But we do need to keep that money rolling in. Very much this first year, I think, is going to be about getting ourselves to a point where we're able to start getting things paid off. And then if we can make 500,000 in the second year, that would be perfect. So it's going to be quite a fight, I think, to get there. But hopefully our remaining equipment costs should be quite low. So that's 2 fields down, just 1 left to go. Well, no, 2 left to go. We've still got the bottom half of 31 here to do. And we've got field 27 to do. I don't quite know what I'm going to do, though, for 27. We do need to kind of define it as a rice paddy. We don't have the money to do that at the moment. Maybe we'll have the money after we bought the rice harvester to do that. I don't have the money, though, to really do anything else for it. I'd love to do some peas. And I'm kind of wondering if there's a pea harvesting contract. There's a lot of harvesting contracts around at the moment. Lots of vegetable ones. There we go. That is that peas? No, that's green beans. Green beans we can do stuff with as well. In fact, most of these vegetable contracts we can do stuff with. But I'm not using that harvester. So any contract with that harvester I'm going to avoid like the plague, which actually at the moment is most contracts. That one would do it, but that's not very big at all. We need a little bit of surplus to do stuff with, though. But yeah, no peas at the moment. So I'm very much hoping that we might get a pea harvest in here at some point. Because canned peas are worth an absolute fortune. And if we can get just a little bit of surplus from one of the pea fields, that would be really good. I don't think we'd get enough peas off our own field, though, to cover the cost of the harvester, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be all over that. I am wondering whether a better thing to do with 27 might be to put it towards some animals. Keep these two as our rice fields here. And maybe try and get some animals up and running. Not the worst idea. Had a lot worse ideas than that. Unfortunately, all of these plans I currently have for that other field all require us to go and spend money on it. And money at this stage, money at this point, that is something we really don't have. We've got 7,394 in the bank, and at the moment, that's all we've got. And I need to hold on to some of that to do things like keep our greenhouses going and bits like that. Although I do wonder actually how much a farm kiosk is. I'd like to set up a farm kiosk so we can very quickly, very easily sell goods from our farm, because it tends to be a pretty good sell point, and as a result we then don't have to go very far to sell anything, and I don't have to keep going to the shop and altering the sides of my trailer as well. Final headland of our final rice paddy, and so that will be all done. I have thought of one other crop we could put in 27 that we have a processing plant for and wouldn't cost us the earth to get set up. And it's a little bit crazy because we had a lot of fun with them previously, but we could do vegetables. We could do carrots or parsnips or red beets. And I'm actually very, very tempted to do red beets in that field for this year. And then we'll take through one field of vegetables every year. So let's just head back up to the farm, I think. But that is all done. Those three fields are all good. I wonder how bad the stone situation on them. Is it something I need to get a stone picker for? Or is it something that I need to just roll in? Either of those wouldn't be too bad. But let's get this back up here. I don't expect any more pallets of rice cakes to have appeared. And yeah, this is our field down here. It needs just as much work as our others. So how bad is the stone situation? Yeah, so you can see here we've now cleared these three fields. Stones wise, they need a stone picker. Wow, they are medium-sized stones. So we need to get a stone picker through that. We will probably need to get a stone picker through this field as well. Cost of a vegetable harvester. We went for a cheap level, so not going for that. Probably going for... Well, I'm very much thinking if I just did the... if we got crates, we could move the crates easily. So that is the one that we... Yeah, we'd then have to spend money on crates all the time. But if we then immediately went and dropped the crate off, maybe, we'd be doing okay. That to lease would cost me 2,000. Now to plant, those are fairly cheap. Yep, so we could go with the small vegetable planter. We'd need to ridge them as well to get the maximum amount. So yeah, it would be fairly cheap. And planting time for any of them is April. So as long as we're set up by April for all of that, we would be absolutely fine. That might be a way to go. Let me know what you think in the comments. We are about to sink into this field horribly. Because, yeah, this field is already ploughed, but needs ploughing again. And, yeah, look at that. Our GPS is going to give us a slightly curved track around this field, which is pretty good. But look at the mud caking on those wheels on this tractor already. That is exceptional. I think if I want to do vegetables on this field and alternate, then it would probably be a single rice paddy on here, and then doing vegetables across all 3 of my other fields, because there's about the same amount of size between this single field and all 3 of my other ones. I'm trying to find the right gear here. Get my tractor in. I did have it running on in the medium gears, but that was proving too much. So maybe high gear, but a low one would work better. Go, and away we go. Yeah, that seems to be holding pretty well. We were bouncing a bit when I was in 8th gear, and it wasn't good. So now I've switched down to 3rd, and that seems to be a lot better. Rain has finally stopped. We've got 6 rows left, all of them pretty short, and then we're on to the headlands. I've been thinking about what I was saying earlier about doing vegetables on here. And just come to the realization that it'll be more expensive to set up vegetables or set up anything else on this field than it will be to set up a rice paddy on it. So we might as well set up the paddy. We might as well get this field sorted for rice as well. Use all the equipment that we have and make money off it that way. So that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna keep this as a rice paddy. We will get it all sorted and done and dusted for that, and we'll just use all the equipment that we're accumulating, and that makes way more sense. And then after the 2nd year, after we've done that 2nd harvest, if there's something more profitable that we can put in here, then we can put it in, and we'll have everything set up. Otherwise, we can just keep going as we are and making the money off the stuff that we're making money off, and that should be all good. The edge of this field is very awkward. It's lots of short turns and strange angles. It's not too bad to follow, but you get to the end of a course like this, you switch, and it wants to turn rather sharply, which would be fine if it was just a corner, but you can see it's just this short section here. So it gets very fiddly in the corners on this field. Otherwise, not too bad. We're managing to make it through it. We've only got 2 headlands really to go, and then this field is done. And the rain has stopped as well, which is very, very helpful. It means we're not sinking as much as we were. But yeah, this is an interesting field for us, and I think it'll make a good rice paddy. So we'll get it set up. We'll get some money in. It's going to cost us something to actually do it, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think this will make us a decent amount of cash. Last bit of headland, and then this is all done, and that actually means our fields are all prepped. Now down here, just quickly, we have those actually they are functional beehives. So my question then now is, where is the honey coming out? Do I need to actually place a honey spawn point? Because that would be a good income for us as well. I really do think a good little farm shop just down there would be very, very useful. Right, let's go park this over here. This will go under the trees quite nicely, I think, this piece of kit. Yeah, just over here. Whoa, whoa. Over here. Right, wool. Put that off. There we go. Right. And that is that job done. Hopefully, we'll be pretty good now until the new year. and I might need to sell some stuff off before then. We're going to have to keep an eye on the prices. But things are looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. We want to get a few more pallets of rice cakes through here. How much is a sell point? So our own little small farmer's kiosk, that we could put out here somewhere. Yeah, we could put like down here or over here somewhere. That's restricted. Yeah. So yeah, we could put it here very easily at the edge, at the side of our farm, just to very quickly and very easily sell stuff. But we only have 7,372 in the bank at the moment, so we'll need to deal with that. We might look at a contract again next time then, alternating between the contracts and the work on the farm. And there are a few contracts that are worth a decent amount of money. There's some spraying contracts and stone picking contracts as well that might be quite good. And a wood transport. So we might go transport some wood and do that next time. However, I think for today, we're going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.